This
has it taken away by Price. Price to left wing. Three-pointer on the way. She hits it.
is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
Smith, right wing. Three-pointers up. It's in.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, the Carson-Newman Chick-fil-A, by ShopCNEagles.com, by the Cape Insurance Agency, the Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Coke Zero, the Tennessee National Guard, by Magaha Electric, InterDigital, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Wattrang.
Back inside of Holt Fieldhouse as we're just about ready for the opening tip-off. Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial meeting for the 83rd all-time meeting here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Let's get your uniform rundown today, brought to you by Domino's, the official pizza of Carson-Newman. Get a large one-topping pizza for $4.99 with your CNID or 25% off your entire order when you bring in your business card at lunch. That's Domino's, the official pizza of CN. LMU out in the road gray uniform tops and bottoms today for the Splitters. They have Lincoln on top, and I guess they forgot the memorial on the bottom of their number of their jerseys, so they're just Lincoln, I guess, in this contest. Numbers on the front and the back in navy with white trim and an L, which I guess is their alternate logo on the bottom left-hand side of their shorts. So that's LMU's side with their starters of Maxwell, Kirkpatrick, Newsom, and the Griffith twins. Carson-Newman on the other side in the all-white uniform tops and bottoms. CNU across the chest, numbers on the front and the back in navy with orange trim, and a navy waistband, navy collars, and a navy CN logo on each side of the shorts. So that's Carson-Newman, and that's Lincoln Memorial. CN starters are Kayla Marisites, Bree Smith, Madison Bird, Harris Price, and Sydney Pierce. So that's the starting lineups here in this contest. And we're just about ready for play. CN has won back-to-back contests against LMU after dropping that regular season finale a year ago. Carson-Newman's 5 losses this year by a combined 21 points, none by double figures, and the last trio by a single possession. You heard Mike Mincy talk about it. He's getting after his team. They need to come out with some fire and some passion. CN did not trail in the meeting up in Harrogate. That was the second to last game Carson-Newman had with their roster that they started the year with, and then after some roster shuffling, Lady Eagles 2 games later had a different look, and we'll see what CN is able to come out with here today. Kirkpatrick and Pierce meet in the center circle right there on the end in midcourt here at Holt Fieldhouse, and we're ready for play. Fans continuing to file in. Yeah, all your spring sports getting geared up for the weekend. Tennis, baseball, and softball, and we're ready for play here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Officials waiting for the players to get locked and loaded. He checks around at everybody. Addison Bird makes one final adjustment. Whistle blows, ball's up in the air. It's tapped to Price. She's got one-on-one. Now Pierce joins the party. High lob to Pierce. She catches on the right block. She waits and then uses the right hand to deposit it off the glass, and CN off to a 2-0 start 10 seconds into the game. LMU coming right to left the other way. Man-to-man defense. Maxwell, left wing. Three-pointers too strong, but an offensive rebound on the left block by Newsom. Newsom dribbles to the right block, hurls up a layup that's too strong. Rebound pokes around, and it's tapped out of play. Last touch by Kirkpatrick. This is an LMU side that is 10th in the country in offensive rebounding. 17 offensive boards per game, and they get one on their very first possession. Bird inbounds the ball on the baseline to Price, and here comes CN coming left to right, leading 2-0. 30 seconds into the contest. Price dribble handoff. Smith right side with man-to-man defense. Now Bird left wing for CN. Throws it to the right point. Price off of a screen to her left. Steps into a three-pointer. Missed it short. And the rebound falls into the hands of Maxwell on the left block. She pushes tempo right to left for LMU. Down 2-0, 50 seconds into the game. Ball comes to Newsom, top of the key. Newsom dribbles to her right. Now will accelerate to the right block. Marisites keeps her feet and stays in front of her. Ball comes back out for Emily Griffith. 2 passes to her sister Rachel Griffith, left corner. She dribbles to the free throw line. Back out. Emily, top of the key. She dribbles down the right side of the lane, throws up a right-hand layup, and banks it in off the window. And it's a 2-2 tie, 8:50 to go here in the first. Inbound comes to Smith here on this near right sideline as Carson-Newman will set up the offense coming left to right. Price with man-to-man pressure on her. She steps towards the top of the key. Off of the screen to her left. Looks inside, now looking for Bird and picking her out at the free throw line. She dribbles to the left, tries to flick it out to the left corner, and instead it'll be an offensive foul as Bird bangs over Newsom. And it's the first foul of the ball game. And Carson-Newman, after scoring first, has missed a shot and turned it over. And it's LMU basketball looking for its first lead of the season against CN. Emily Griffith with the ball left point, gives it to Rachel, left wing. Rachel out to the high post, and Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick looks inside where the ball is juggled and then tipped and taken away by Price. She accelerates to the front court, and it's Rachel Griffith tracking back on a right-hand bounce from Price, using her left hand to swipe it out of play along this near right sideline into the LMU bench. They'll check on the shot clock here with 8:10 to go in the first period. CN 1 of 2 from the field, LMU 1 of 3. Lady Eagles trying to get the lead back here as we're tied at 2 in the first. Kayla Marisites in this near right corner will trigger it in for CN. She gives it out to Price between the rings, near right side. Now to Bird left point. Kayla Marisites gets a touch right point, flicks it out to the right corner, and Price throws it top of the key, and Bird throws it inside. One dribble from Pierce along the right side lane, gives it out to Smith. She dribbles to the right baseline. Her 15-foot jump shot is too strong. Marisites tipped it, but it's picked up by Emily Griffith. Throws it forward for Maxwell. Now gives it back out to Rachel. Rachel Griffith gives it back out to Newsom, right point. Dumps it inside for Kirkpatrick on the right block. She sweeps along the baseline, throws it out left wing, and Emily Griffith misses the shot too strong. Check that, it was Rachel, and it's Price with the rebound on the right block. She dribbles into the front court, far left sideline. Throws it back out, Kayla, left wing. Back to Price, left corner. Out top for Smith. Now to the right wing, and Kayla Marisites. She pulls the trigger on a three-pointer and rings it home. Kayla Marisites from deep. CN back on top. It's 5-2, Carson-Newman on top. Here with 7:16 to go in the first. Near left sideline, it's Newsom dribbling down the right side of the lane now, chucking it out. Rachel Griffith, the right wing three-pointer is in. Rachel at 38%. She's a three-point shooter of her sisters, and we're tied at 5, 3 minutes into the game. CN ball with Bird top of the key. Now Marisites left wing, dribbles off of the screen, flicks it back out. Smith dumps it inside for Pierce, right block, puts a right-hand layup up. It's too strong. She was fading away from the bucket rather than going up strong, and the rebound to Maxwell for LMU. She sprints the other way down the right side lane, scoops up a layup, missed it too strong, never grazed the rim. Rebound to the left block, and Bird for CN. 5 apiece, 6:40 to go, first period. Bird dribbles to the right point, high arcing lob inside for Pierce on the right block. She catches and misses another layup. She's missed 2 from that exact same spot, and both too strong. Rebound to Maxwell. She dribbles to the front court, dribbles to the right wing, hands off, and Emily Griffith. LMU still looking for its first lead of the game. Left wing, it's Newsom. Right wing, our three-pointers up. That's too strong. Right-handed three-pointers, too strong. And the rebound to Kayla Marisites. She sprints left to right into the front court, all the way to the right point. Rebound is, our pass is rather deflected, and it's Price who picks it up right at midcourt in the corner, far left side. Price dribbles to the right point. 4 minutes into the game, we're tied at 5. CN ball. Price off of a screen, thought about a three, instead hurls it over to the right corner, and Smith. High arcing pass inside for Pierce. She catches in the paint. This time she uses the left hand, puts it in, and she draws the foul. Call it on Newsom, her first, and Sydney Pierce to the free throw line. Carson-Newman became the 10th team in D2 this season to make all of its foul shots. 17 of 17, and Pierce made 2 of those. Pierce's foul shot here is too strong off the left side of the rim, and it's boarded by Kirkpatrick. LMU ball trailing 7-5. 5:49 to go in the first period. Emily Griffith, right point, looking for her sister Rachel, right-hand side. Instead, will reset the offense and get a screen from Maxwell to her left. Dribbles to the free throw line, throws it out to the left corner. Newsom three-pointer. It's in, and LMU has its first lead of the season against Carson-Newman at 8-7. 5:30 to go here in the first period. Carson-Newman 3 of 7 from the field. LMU 3 of 8. Price to the front court. Bounces it for Pierce, the free throw line. Pierce will spin, look inside for Kayla Marisites, throw it to left wing, and Price. Price jabs right, dribbles left, picks up her bounce, and throws it cross court, right wing. Kayla Marisites, three-pointers up there. That's an air ball. And the rebound bounces into the hands of Emily Griffith. Back tap by Smith. Griffith with the speed to pick it up on the left elbow, throws it out left corner, and Newsom. Her jump shot's too strong. Rebound to Pierce. She outlets it forward, and it's intercepted between the rings in the backcourt by Rachel Griffith. She has the ball in the front court now, near left sideline, leading at 8-7. Bounces it to Maxwell, dumps it inside. Backdoor cut from Emily Griffith. She misses the layup. Going for the rebound, Addie Kirkpatrick commits the foul on Sydney Pierce. It is her first and the team's second, and it brings us to a stoppage in play. Carson-Newman started off well, but LMU has an 8-7 lead with 4:44 to go in the opening period. Carson-Newman ball when we come back here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Back inside a Holt Fieldhouse. Glad you're spending some time with us here on this Wednesday evening. Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial for the 83rd all-time meeting. Carson-Newman is 30-13 all-time in this gym against the Splitters. In one of the oldest rivals, Carson-Newman played Tusculum a couple games prior in their first year in 78-79, and then LMU came along. So one of the oldest rivals for Carson-Newman is just an hour up the road. And LMU leads it 8-7, 4:38 to go in the first period. Price off of a screen, right to left point. Throws it out, Marisite's right point. She dribbles once, throws it cross court where it's deflected by Newsom. She picks it up, dribbles to the right block, puts a layup up, puts it in, plus she draws the foul, and I think it'll go on Weichel, who tried to reach in there. No, they're going to call it on Price instead, and that could play a huge factor later on in the ball game, but LMU is surging here. Splitters trailed this contest not too long ago, 7-5. They scored the last 5. And trying to build it to a 6-0 run. Newsom shoots it at just 63%, but she tickles the twine here. And it's a 6-0 run for LMU to lead at 11-7 with 4:20 to go in the first. Kayla Marisite's top of the key, dribbles to her right, throws it Weichel right point. She loses the basketball, but tracks it down along the far right sideline, 35 from the bucket. Now she lobs it inside for Chandler Gear on the left block. One dribble, spins back left and uses the left paw to flick it in off the window. Carson-Newman stops that 6-0 burst over a 76-second period by LMU to pull within 6 minutes into the ball game. 11-9 LMU with the lead in the ball. Dribble handoff to Newsom from Emily Griffith. Now Newsom tries to chuck it inside where it's deflected by Griffin. Tori Griffin for Carson-Newman and picked up by Price. She dribbles to the left point, throws it out Marisite's left wing, back to Price. She steps into a three and she rains it home. Shoots it at 50% in sack games this year, and Carson-Newman has scored 5 unanswered to regain the lead at 12-11. 3.5 to go here in the opening period. LMU ball right to left they go. Maxwell left point. Now to Rachel Griffith, left wing. She pulls the trigger on a three-pointer. Missed it short. She's just 6 of 17 from out there this season. Gear with the rebound. Dribbles to the top of the key. Throws it to the right corner. And Griffith now back out, right point. And Gear, who hands off to Price, who's slightly beyond her. 2 passes, left corner. Kayla Marisite, 3. She rattles it in. It's an 8-0 Carson-Newman run to regain the lead and get its largest of the contest. 15-11, 3 minutes to go in the first. Emily Griffith into the front court for LMU. She dribbles towards the right wing with 20 on the shot clock. Price is laying off of her as it now goes to Rachel Griffith, right corner. She dribbles against Griffin, and Griffin commits the foul, just lowered her shoulder on her, an easy call for the officials there. Her first, team's third. Carson-Newman's made its last 3 shots, and scored the last 8 points. Kayla Marisite with 6 leading her side. And down to Emily Griffith, right point. She jabs, now dribbles off of the screen to her left, picks up a bounce, throws it to the left corner, and Maxwell. Maxwell dribbling against Weichel, behind the back. Now hurls up a shot from her hip pocket, misses it left side, and it's rebounded by Price. She dribbles to the left wing for Carson-Newman front court. Backs it out, left point. Kayla Marisite's 3's up. She splashes it again. It's an 11-0 burst for Carson-Newman, and Crystal Evans forced to call for time. How about this run by Carson-Newman? 11 unanswered here over the last 1 minute and 41 seconds. So quick bursts by each side here. And Crystal Evans forced to call for time. Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Be sure to stop by and get your Watrang Deluxe next time you go in. That's a double order of French toast there at Lisa's Country Kitchen. That's the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. CN leads this game 18-11, 2:27 to go here in the first period. Having made their last 4 shots, they're now shooting at a 58%. And this is a team that over their last 4 games has shot less than 40% from the floor. And Mike Mincy and I were talking yesterday about what teams need to do to win. And he said shooting at about 41% or better, you win about 75% of the time. So we'll see what happens here for the Lady Eagles if they can maintain this. They lead it by 7. LMU ball in the front court. Rachel Griffith, top of the key. Gives it over to Newsom, left wing. She dribbles to her right, spins back left. Left-hand layup, high arcing. Missed it. Offensive rebound to DeBose. She misses the putback on the putback opportunity. Short, and Kayla Mayer cites the rebound. Ahead to Weichel. Cross-court pass, Griffin. Left point. She steps into a three-pointer. Missed it off the left-hand side of the rim. And Newsom has the rebound along the left side of the lane. Here comes LMU with 1:55 to go in the opening period. She chucks it inside to the she dribbles to the free throw line, throws it to DeBose, and DeBose puts in a layup. Carson-Newman, nobody picked up the basketball. And that ends an 11-0 Carson-Newman spurt, but the lead is still 18-13 with 1:40 to go in the first period. Carson-Newman ball in the front court. Griffin, top of the key, gives it out right point. Weichel. Now left wing, Marisite dribbles to her right, has it back tapped by Maxwell, off of her leg, and picked up by Emily Griffin. She dribbles to the right block, puts a layup up off the window and in. That's 4 unanswered for LMU to cut the lead to 3. Carson-Newman basketball leading at 18-15, 1:20 to go in the first. And the Lady Eagles close out this period with this lead. Price throws it over the right wing, and Weichel. Weichel throws it out, Gear, free throw line, dribbles once, then throws it out. Price left wing. Price dribbles to her right, crosses over left, back left to right, then throws it back out. Weichel, right point. Now to the right corner, and Griffin with 10 on the shot clock. She dribbles to the right block, puts a shot up, missed it. Rebound poked around, and it's picked up by Emily Griffith at the free throw line. Ahead to Newsom. Newsom dribbles to the right block, spin up it. So a 6-0 run from LMU, an 11-0 run from Carson-Newman, and again a 6-0 run from the Splitters. And it's 18-17 here with 40 seconds to go in the first. Weichel left to right behind the back, pulls the trigger on a right elbow, jump shot, knocks it home. Big jumper there from Weichel, and the ball trickles point arc, so the shot clock will go off here with a half minute. Carson-Newman leads it 20-17. 20 seconds to go here in the first. Griffith dribbling towards the right wing, will hand off Maxwell. 17 on the clock now. Weave action as she gives it to Newsom, top of the key. Now Griffith didn't give it to her. Instead of giving it to Griffith, she just kind of laid the ball on the ground, and Price was picking it up, and Griffith is now her first, team's third. So that's a big there, and Carson-Newman will use giving Price this Gear checking out as well. Smith and Pierce are in, and Carson-Newman leading at 20-17 with 11 seconds left. A chance to extend the lead. Smith dribbling to the front court. Will stop on the right wing. 5 seconds left. Gives it inside Pierce. Dribbles once. Puts a left-hand shot up. Puts it in off the front of the rim. Carson-Newman scores the final 4 of the period, and the lead is 5 after the opening frame. Lady Eagles make 6 of their last 8 from the floor. Shoot 56% from the field. And the Lady Eagles lead at 22-17 here with 10 minutes in the books. We'll go to the second quarter. Carson-Newman has this advantage. 22-17 as we step out for a breather here on the Eagle Sports Network.
I'd rather be golfing. Floating in a pool doesn't sound too bad. I'm grilling. I'd even rather change a flat tire. These are all things I would rather be doing right now than blowing insulation into my attic. But hey, I'm almost finished, and it'll help me save money on my electric bill. Money for my next round of golf. Save energy and money at togetherwesave.com.
Savings for Eagle fans just like you from AEC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Carson-Newman's lead is 22-17 as we'll start this second period of action here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Glad you're spending some time with us here on this Wednesday evening. Very chilly around the country and not much different here. Digits in the teens outside. And inside, nice and cozy here. Pretty good crowd on this Wednesday evening. LMU ball in the front court. Maxwell right point. Bounce it over to the right wing, and Emily Griffith throws the ball inside off the deflection. DeBose catches, then throws it out for Newsom, and she traveled to the basketball as she was starting to make her move towards the lane. Traveling violation. That is LMU's fourth turnover. They give the ball away 20 times per game on the road this year, and that's why they're only 4-4 away from Turner Arena this season. CN basketball leading by 5. Price in the front court off of a screen from Pierce. Dribbles to the left wing. Now throws it to Bird, right point. Bird dumps it inside. Pierce, one dribble, shovels it to Marisites, who dribbles to the right block, puts a shot up, and it's partially by Newsom. And she's the one that corrals the board off the iron. Newsom dribbles to the front court, gives it to Rachel Griffith, back to Newsom, left point. Newsom with a between-the-legs dribble, gives it back to Rachel. See it on top, as she's right wing. Out, right baseline jump shot is short. Flex around. Rebound, and now they're going to call a foul on Sydney Pierce as DeBose was hustling after the basketball. So Pierce picks up her first and the team's first here in the quarter. 9:07 to go in the first. Carson-Newman's lead is 22-17. Inbound, Griffith to Griffith. Emily back to Rachel at the top of the key. She dribbles to the right elbow, throws it to Maxwell, top of the key, chucks up a three-pointer and drains it. 40% shooter from out there this season. And it's 22-20. Carson-Newman on top, 8:50 to go here in the opening period. Price into the front court for Carson-Newman. We'll get a screen from Pierce. Step into a three-pointer. Right point. Missed it off the left-hand side. The rebound to Maxwell on the left block. Maxwell dribbles to the front court for LMU's. Bounces over for DeBose on the left block, and she catches and deposits it off the glass. 5 unanswered for LMU to start the period. 8:30 to go in the first half. It's 22-22. Smith dribbling to the free throw line, throws it out. Bird left corner, and she knocks in a jump shot. $8:17 to go. And now they'll have to reset here. Carson-Newman's lead is 24-22. And Carson-Newman with this advantage, shooting it at 53% in the game. LMU with 3 offensive rebounds. Carson-Newman does not have 1 offensive rebound so far. Inbound here on the baseline comes from Jordan Maney, and she gives it to Emily Griffith. Back to Maney. Maney with a running start. Dribbles to the left wing. Now throws it to the middle of the floor. It's deflected, picked up by Bird. Bird for Carson-Newman off the turnover. Flings it over to the left block, and Smith backs it out to Marisites left wing. Now Price right point. Dumps it inside for Pierce. One dribble, puts a left-hand hook shot up, gets a nice friendly roll off the left-hand side of the rim and dropping it home. 5 for Pierce. He's made 2 of 4. LMU basketball trailing by 4 as Griffith gets to the middle of the paint. CN wanted to travel, didn't get one. Misses her initial attempt and then flings a left-hand shot off the glass and in. 26-24. Carson-Newman on top. 7:44 to go in the opening half. Marisites in the front court for CN left wing. Gives it to the left corner and Smith. Now left wing and Bird. Bird off of a screen, pulls up top of the key, jump shot, and rains it home. Addison Bird with 4 points, and Carson-Newman's lead is 4. 28-24, 7.5 to go first half. Emily Griffith bounces it into the front court. Maxwell will dribble to the free throw line, pull up for a jump shot, missed it short, hit the rim twice before Bird picks it up for Carson-Newman on the right block. She dribbles left to right to the front court, flings it over left wing and Marisites, now left corner and Smith. Smith off of a screen, looks inside, dumps it to Pierce. Pierce one dribble, throws it to the right corner and Marisites. Now Price dribbles, throws it towards Pierce. Pierce has it slide through her legs and then didn't have the awareness to pick up the ball in the corner as it trickles out of play for a turnover. It's the 5th for Carson-Newman in the game. 7:01 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman's lead is 28-24. Griffin is back in, replacing Kayla Marisites. Emily Griffith throws it forward, and it's deflected and taken away by Griffin. Griffin gives it over to Price left wing. She dribbles to the left block and uses the right hand high arcing shot, putting it in. Carson-Newman's lead is 6, 30-24 here with 6:46 to go. Ball towards the front court is deflected. Smith picks it up, and a foul is whistled on Maney. Now Carson-Newman starting to turn up the intensity. Griffin with 2 nice pokes That time, she was able to get a piece, and Maney had no idea where the ball was. Smith picked it up, and Maney bumped into her. 30-24, Carson-Newman has made his last 4 shots from the field, leading it by 6. Largest lead has been 7 for CN. Griffin left wing, dumps it inside Pierce, dribbles once, picks up her bounce, throws it out of the key. 3-pointer, wide open look. She connects from deep. Carson-Newman starting to rip the cords. They've made 5 straight and lead it by a game-high 9, 33-24, 6:20 to go first half. Griffith in the backcourt, flings it forward, deflected, picked up by Bird. Bird fires it to Smith, right block. She catches it, bounces it once, and then puts the shot in off the glass. 9-0 Carson-Newman run. Crystal Evans calls for time. CN has a double-digit lead for the first time in the game, and defense now mounting to offense. Carson-Newman has made 6 in a row from the floor, and the lead is 11. Can they keep this burst going, or does LMU have a run before the break? 6:10 to go first half, 35-24, CN on top on the Eagle Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard. At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Cade Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Cade Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Cade Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today, or visit CadeInsuranceAgency.com.
Back inside the Holt Fieldhouse, and Carson-Newman nice and toasty inside. They are shooting in this contest 63% for the game, 75% here in the quarter. Rachel Griffith midcourt for LMU, tries to throw it to the corner, and it's deflected out of play, and the officials are going to have a conversation about this one. Certainly looked like LMU touched it last, and they will call it in favor of Carson-Newman. Another turnover for LMU. They've given it away 6 times in the quarter, and Carson-Newman is on a 9-0 run, 13-2, and LMU had this game tied at 22. Since then, CN has rattled off 13 of the last 15. 11-point Carson-Newman lead. Price with it for CN near left side. Or near right side, rather. Throws it to Smith, right wing. Now Pierce at the high post. Dumps it inside. Marisite juggles, and then it's poked out of her hands and picked up by DeBose. Not the greatest entry pass there from Pierce. CN leading by 11 on defense, man-to-man style, with Emily Griffith throwing it to Maney. Left point. Maney, left-hander, throws it back out Emily. Emily dribbles to her left-hand side, looks inside, gives it to Maney. Maney dribbles once, puts a left-hand shot up, missed it strong. Rebound hits the hardwood. DeBose gets it, misses it, an air ball, and a rebound is picked up by Marisite, and she's standing out of bounds when she does so. LMU hasn't scored in the last 2:20, but Carson-Newman has an 11-point lead right now and would like another stop here. 35-24, CN on top of LMU with 5:23 to go in the opening half. Inbound from Rachel Griffith. Chucks it outside to Maney, top of the key. Maney dribbles to her left-hand side, hands off Emily Griffith. She's back tapped by Smith, picked up by Pierce. Pierce was standing in the right spot, and Smith, great defense. Price now with it, gives it to Griffin. Right corner, 2-point shot. Her foot was on the line, knocks it in, and it's an 11-0 Carson-Newman run. They've made 7 straight from the floor. 15 of the last 17 points favoring CN. Ball floated to the front court by Emily to Rachel. She dribbles to the right block and then throws it out of bounds. Was looking to Lindsey Profit in the corner, and Profit couldn't handle the hot pass. And now Emily Griffith will get a break here, and Lexi Kaiser, the redshirt freshman from Bluefield, Virginia, is in. Carson-Newman on an 11-0 run, leading at 37-24, 4 3/4 minutes to go in the opening half. Ball goes inside for Pierce. She has it popped out of her hands. Ball is loose. Smith somehow comes up with it, dribbles to the right block, puts it in, and she draws the foul. How about that effort from Smith? She somehow came out of the pile with it. The ball is deflected towards the top of the key. Smith with the right paw flung it back into the SAC logo inside of the lane, picked it up, used the right hand, put it in, plus she drew the foul, and Bree Smith with the added free throw moves to 15th on the school's all-time scoring list, passing her former assistant coach, Ashley Kyle. And then Smith comes away with a steal, getting to her knees near right sideline. Gives it to Price, back to Smith, right point. Now we're to Price, right wing. Price dumps it inside Pierce, steps up, throws it corner, left corner, Smith, three-pointers up there, it's in. This is a 17-0 Carson-Newman run, and the Lady Eagles have opened up a 19-point lead. 4:10 to go first half, 43-24. Ball in the front court, Kaiser with it for LMU. Dribbles to her right, bounces it to the corner. Rachel Griffith, three-pointers up there. That's short, hops over the rim, and DeBose will track it down to the left corner. Another offensive rebound for LMU, though. Gives it out for Kaiser. That is now 7 offensive rebounds for the Splitters. DeBose, left point, looks to her right-hand side, gives it to Maney. Maney steps in for a 2-point jump shot, missed it short. Price there for the rebound. LMU's 3 of 10 from the floor in the quarter. From the floor, Smith catches right wing for CN. Now cross-court pass from Price, right point, to Marisites, left wing. To Pierce, top of the key, hands off Price. Price dribbles to the left elbow, gives it to Marisites, left wing. A lot of cutters for CN as it comes back out, Smith between the rings. Over the right wing, and Marisites throws it inside for Pierce, and she travels with the basketball. Started to make a move to her left and kind of shifted her feet a little bit. 43-24. Carson-Newman has made 9 consecutive field goals and is on a 17-0 run. Gear, Bird, and Weichel will come in. Pierce, Griffin, and Price will take breaks, and Mike Mincy has to be happy. Everybody that's played in this game has scored, and CN is shooting 67%, 18 to 27 from the field. So the game clock started a little too quickly for the officials' liking. 3:21 to go here in the opening half. Carson-Newman's lead is 43-24. This offense has been electrifying here at the start. Rachel Griffith in the backcourt will dribble past Weichel and then nearly lose it out of bounds. Throws it back in play, and Maxwell and Smith jostle for the basketball, and a foul will be whistled on Smith. It'll be her first and the team second. You have to like how this game's been officiated. Just 10 fouls between the two teams here so far, and they've really been allowed to play. 43-24. Carson-Newman leads 3:10 to go here in the opening half. Kaiser throws it out to the right point, and Rachel Griffith dribbles a couple times, throws it back out Kaiser. Kaiser dribbles down the right side lane, bounces it out Maxwell. Maxwell left to right crossover, throws it back out. Profit, top of the key 3, and she finally connects, and that ends a scoring drought for LMU that lasted nearly 4.5 minutes. Here comes LMU into the front court, or Carson-Newman rather into the front court. 43-27, CN on top. Smith, right wing, looks inside for Bird. Now gives it to Weichel, top of the key. Steps into a three-pointer, missed it off the right-hand side of the rim. Pretty good box out from Kaiser on Bird, and she tracks down the rebound off of the hardwood. And here comes LMU right to left. Kaiser dribbling down the right side lane, puts a shot up, and a foul will be whistled on Addison Bird as Kaiser went to work offensively. Bird picks up her second, team's third whistle. So LMU in that stretch really struggled to find the bottom of the barrel. So from the 7:46 mark to the 2:59 mark, they failed to score. Kaiser 6 of 12 at the line this year. Now make it 6 of 13 as she's too strong on the foul shot. They missed 5 shots in that time, but they turned it over 9 times so far in the quarter. Second shot from Profit rattles out, and the rebound taken in by Kayla Marisites. She dribbles to the front court, hands off Smith near right side. CN on top, 43-27. Ball goes inside to Gear. Gear drop steps, puts a shot up, missed it short. Rebound ping-pongs around, still loose. Going to the ground is Profit at the free throw line for LMU and giving it to Kaiser. Ahead to Rachel Griffith. Now kicks it to the left corner. Maxwell three-pointers, nearly an air ball. Barely grazed the back iron. And is picked up by Addison Bird for Carson-Newman. Gives it forward, Kayla Marisites. She dribbles to her right. Maxwell gets her hands in there. It'll be a jump ball, and Carson-Newman has the arrow with 1:57 to go in the first half. And if you're Carson-Newman, you'd like to maybe get this one out to 20. You lead it by 16, 43-27 with 1:57 to go first half. Kayla Marisites to inbound the ball near right sideline. She'll look to fire it in, give it to Smith between the rings. Smith to Weichel left wing. Now inside the Bird left block. Turns over right shoulder, puts up a jump shot, and bangs it home. 9 for Bird. She's made all 4 of her shots from the field, and Carson-Newman's lead is 18, 45-27 with 1:40 to go in the first half. Maxwell left wing, kicks it to Profit left corner for a 3, and she knocks that one home. 5 made 3-pointers for LMU in this game. They are 5 of 12 from deep, but they are 6 of 20 from inside the arc. 45-30, Carson-Newman on top, 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Smith dribbles to the left wing, gives it to Gear, right elbow, dribbles once, throws it over to Weichel, right wing, 3-pointers up there, that one's in. Carson-Newman is 7 of 12 from long range. They've made 10 of their last 12 from the floor, and they lead at 48-30 with 1:10 to go in the first half. Kaiser in the backcourt, gives it for Maxwell. Maxwell gets it across the timeline, but it's picked up by Weichel. Weichel dribbles, crosses over, hands it off, Bird at the right elbow, and then Maxwell just rips it out of her hands. And then a foul will be whistled on Addison Bird. And Bird is going to pick up her 3rd personal foul in the situation. And Bird with 3 personal fouls, 56.6 to go. Carson-Newman leads at 48-30. And now Carson-Newman will be able to get Bird off of the floor as Tori Griffin checks in. How about Carson-Newman's effort? 11 of 15 from the floor here in the quarter. They're shooting 73%. They've scored 26 points. They scored 28 against Lander on the second game of the year. That's their highest in the second quarter all season. Emily Griffith dribbling to the free throw line, pulling up for a jump shot and putting it in. Kind of had her body angled toward the corner, but was able to put it home. 48-32, 40 seconds to go. Carson-Newman with the lead in the basketball, coming left to right across the timeline is Price. She dribbles to the right wing, hands off Weichel. Running the weave, she'll hand off at the top of the key. Griffin off of the screen from Gear, gives it out to the right wing in Price. Price, a step back, 3-pointer, top of the key, just missed it. Front iron, backboard, and grazes off the front of the rim. LMU down by 16, 20 seconds left in the half. Maxwell dribbles it off of her foot. It bangs off of the Bose's right foot, picked up by Price. She sprints to the right block, banks in the right-hand layup. Harris Price with 7. Carson-Newman's lead is 18, 50-32. 5 seconds left. Emily Griffith, right corner jump shot is too strong. Offensive rebound into Emily Griffith's hands as Kayla Marisites got pushed to the ground or may have caught a body on her way down. Rachel Griffith got the rebound and drew a foul on Harris Price, who has picked up her second with 0.7 seconds to go in the half. And Rachel Griffith can try to get her team on the scoreboard here to close out this quarter. First foul shot is up there, and she puts it home, 81% on the year, 8th in the league in that category. 50-33, Carson-Newman leads this ball game, 0.7 of a second to go. Rachel Griffith's second foul shot is up there, puts it in, 0.7 of a second. All CN has to do is get it in, but they have put together an excellent first half of basketball. Their second highest scoring opening half of play this season, and they shoot it at 64% in the first half. They go 12 of 17 from the floor in the second quarter, and Carson-Newman gets all sorts of effort in terms of points off of turnovers in that quarter. They get, how about this, 19 points off of turnovers in that second quarter, and it is a 50-34 Carson-Newman lead here at the break. Halftime report coming your way. We'll break some things down, give you some stats, dissect this action. What has been a great first half for Carson-Newman? 8 players have played. All of them have scored. 2 with 9, 2 with 8 here in the open of basketball. Carson-Newman leads at 50-34 as we step out for a break. Come back with a ShopCNEagles.com halftime report next on the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman nearly flawless over the opening 40 minutes of basketball. Lady Eagles shot a balmy 64% from the floor. That's what the temperatures are expected to be this weekend in and around the region as softball kicks things off against Young Harris and Georgia College. Baseball has got Limestone on the road, and we expect to have nice temperatures in those 2 locations for that. And CN shooting 64%. They lead at 50-34. All 8 players that played for CN scored. And we'll see what the Lady Eagles are able to do here to start off the second half here inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman comes on the floor with Price, Smith, Griffin, Marasites, and Pierce, while LMU will have the Griffiths, Newsom, Maxwell, and Kirkpatrick over there in that corner. And it'll be LMU ball to start off the second half. Can CN keep the pedal to the metal? We find out here over the next 20 minutes. Griffith with the ball, Emily that is, dribbling to the right point, gives it to Maxwell, top of the key. Maxwell thought about a three, dribbles to her right, now picks it up, looks inside for Kirkpatrick, gives it to Emily, right wing. Emily dribbles to her left, gets to the free throw line, puts a shot up, and Bree Smith is whistled for the foul. Kind of brought that hand down at the last second, and Smith picks up her second personal foul. The fouls are starting to add up a little more than you'd like if you're Carson-Newman. And with 9:44 to go here in the third, it's a 16-point game, but Griffith is back at the free throw line. She rattles the first one, and averaging 16 points per game this year. That's her 7th of the contest. She's 3 of 6 from the field in this one. She's fouled out a couple times in her career against CN as well. Second shot from Griffith, too strong. Rebound to Price. She boxed out Emily, and she picks it up. Now chucks it in the front court, and Smith. Smith back to Price, right point. Price will dribble to her right, hands off. Smith lobs it inside. Pierce on the right block, dribbles, spins back, left-hand shot off the right-hand side of the rim, and she deposits it with a little help from the glass. She's into double figures for the second consecutive game and second time in her career. Carson-Newman's lead is 17, 52-35, 9:20 to go in the third. Right wing, it's Emily Griffith looking inside. Smith on her in man-to-man defense. Now cross-court pass for Rachel, left wing. Rachel, one dribble, pull up, high arcing shots, a solid air ball. That's picked up by Kirkpatrick, who was in the right space underneath the basket on the baseline. Ball comes to Maxwell, who pulls up from the right elbow, misses a shot that toilet bowls out. Rebound is poked out of bounds by Rachel Griffith, out of the hands of Harris Price, and it's Carson-Newman ball. CN 65% shooting in the game, leading at 52-35. 1 minute into the third, but the Eagles have the ball coming right to left. Price dribble handoff Smith. Smith dribbling to the top of the key, picks up her bounce, gives it over to the right wing, and Price back to Smith, left wing. Thought about a three, instead dribbles to her right. Now accelerates to the lane, gets tripped, but throws it out to Price on the right wing. Price dribbling to the free throw line, probing now as she backs it out with 7 on the shot clock. Price left to right crossover, loses the basketball as Emily Griffith got a piece of it. It's picked up by Newsom. Newsom to the front court, dribbles to the right block, swings it over to Emily Griffith to the right corner. She misses the layup. Price picks up the basketball. Price will dribble to the front court all the way to left wing for CN. Gives it to Marasites, left point. Back Price, left corner. Now inside. Pierce couldn't handle the pass, and it slides out of her hands, and it's picked up by Newsom. Helter-skelter we go. Into the front court comes Newsom. Smith, another time she taps the ball out of the hands of a unsuspecting dribbler for LMU, and Price picks it up. Carson-Newman forcing its 15th turnover of the game. CN ball, leading it by 17. Ball goes inside for Pierce. He's caught underneath the basket, throws it out to Price, right wing. Now Marasites, top of the key, left point Smith. Left wing it goes, and Griffith. She dribbles, crosses over right to left, gets to the left block, and will be whistled for an offensive foul as she barrels over Newsom. Griffin picks up her second, team's second here of the quarter. 52-35, Carson-Newman on top. A couple turnovers here and what has been a slow start to the second half. 7:45 to go in the third, 52-35, CN on top. Into the front court comes Emily Griffith, hands off to her sister Rachel. She crosses over right to left, spins back left, bounces it inside for a cutting Newsom, who misses the layup. Ball pokes into Price's hands. She's got her 7th rebound of the game. Now she flings it into the front court, and it's deflected and taken away by Maxwell. Maxwell will come back left to right. LMU trailing by 17 with 7:20 to go in the third. Maxwell swings it over to left corner. Rachel Griffith. She sets off of a screen. Now throws it over to the right wing. Emily Griffith's three-pointer is in. She connects. The 6-made three-pointer for LMU, snapping a 2.5-minute scoring drought for the Splitters. Carson-Newman is trending in that direction with a 14-point lead in hand. Mike Mincy will whistle for time here with 7:03 to go in the third. Carson-Newman leads it 52-38, but CN with a couple turnovers. A sluggish start despite making its only shot attempt from the floor. 3 minutes into the third, it's 52-38. Carson-Newman on top here on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Well, Carson-Newman isn't necessarily doing bad things offensively, despite 3 turnovers. They've made their only shot, and they've only been outscored by 2 points here in the third quarter. And it's CN ball here out of the timeout, 3 minutes into the third. And what was a 16-point halftime lead is now just 14. Smith right wing for CN in the front court. Gives it to Marisites, top of the key. Now left wing, Griffin back to the top of the key, and Smith left wing, Griffin dumps it inside for Pierce. One dribble, throws it to a cutting Marisites, who catches, dribbles to the free throw line, throws it out. Price one dribble, little floater from the left elbow, rattles all around the rim, drops off, and is last touched by Kayla Marisites. There are 4 gray jerseys around her, and they say that it was Kayla that last one to touch it. 6:38 to go in the third. It's 52-38. Carson-Newman with the lead. LMU ball coming left to right. He dribbles behind her back, swiped away. Smith picks it up on the far side court in the backcourt and gives it to Price. Across the timeline with a pass. Right. Throws it. Point. Lobs it inside for Pierce. She puts a shot up there, rolls around the rim, drops off, and there's the first offensive rebound of the game. Kayla Marisites catches it on the right point. Throws it out to Price, top of the key. Now left wing, and Smith dumps it inside for a cutting Marisites. Left block. She catches and puts it in with the left hand. Kayla Marisites into double figures now. 11 points for her. It's a 16-point CN lead at 54-38. 5:50 to go here in the third. Griffith dribbling to the right block. Puts a right-hand layup up off the glass and in as she beat Smith to the basket and hurled it over the hands of Kayla Marisites. 54-40. CN on top. 5:40 to go in the third. Kayla Marisites left wing will throw it to the left corner, and Griffin, she steps into a three-pointer and rains it home. Tori Griffin from deep. CN has made 8 from long distance, and the lead back to 17. 57-40 with 5.5 to go in the third. Rachel Griffith the other way for LMU in the front court, dribbles to the right corner, backs it out to the right wing, now gives it to Maxwell right corner, and as she's dribbling towards the paint, an armbar foul will go on Kayla Marisites. She picks up her first. Team's third. With 5:18 to go in the third. CN leading at 57-40. Kayla will get a break for CN as Chandler Gear comes in for her. And Sydney Duggins gets her first activities of the contest, replacing Newsom. 57-40, 5:18 to go in the third quarter. Inbounds on the baseline from Maxwell. Gives it to Kirkpatrick, right corner. Now back out, and Emily Griffith, right wing. She dribbles to her right, now crosses back over, gets to the right elbow, and pulls up for a little right-hand runner after she took one step inside of the elbow and put it in. Way CN, Pierce catches it in the middle of the paint, misses the layup, and now we'll get a whistle and a foul on Carson-Newman. It'll go on Smith. She's picked up her third. Team's fourth. And after looking like world beaters in that second quarter, and really the first half in general, Carson-Newman making some mistakes, and they're adding up, and LMU hasn't really been able to take advantage. They've outscored Carson-Newman by just a point here halfway through the third. 57-42. Carson-Newman leads it. CN looking for a third straight win over LMU. To the front court, a floating pass from Emily finds her sister Rachel, who dribbles inside of the paint and floats a little right-hand shot up from the S in the SAC logo. 57-44. Carson-Newman leads with 4:47 to go here in the third. Gear at the top of the key, hands off Weichel right wing. Cross-court pass, Griffin left wing. Inside to Pierce. Pierce dribbles to her left-hand layup, missed it. Griffin taps it out off of the hands of Duggins. Or no, they say it was last touched by Griffin, and it goes out of play, and it brings us to immediate timeout. Carson-Newman really not finding that groove that they had in the first half. Can they regain it when we come back? The lead is still 13, 57-44, 4:37 to go here in the third quarter on the Eagle Sports Network.
At the Cade Insurance Agency, our focus is you. The Cade Insurance Agency offers personalized protection plans to cover your auto, home, business, or life and health. At Cade Insurance, our goal is to partner with you in determining your insurance needs and to provide the best customer service. At Cade Insurance, we believe that loyalty is a quality that is earned. You are important to us. Call 865-475-3391 for a quote today or visit kateinsuranceagency.com.
Meet Walter.
Hey, Doc, got my prescription ready?
Walter saves money at the pharmacy.
Here you go, Walter.
Oh, don't forget my Co-op Connections card.
Saving money is easy with the Co-op Connections card. You can save up to 85% on prescriptions at over 60,000 pharmacies nationwide.
Walter, your Co-op Connections card just saved you 40%.
And best of all, it's free to Co-op members just like Walter and you.
Eagle fans, get your Co-op Connections card free from AEC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Carson-Newman has left the door ajar here in the third quarter. CN has turned it over 3 times and shooting just 43% now in the quarter. And they're being outscored 10-7 here in the third, though, as LMU hasn't really fully been able to take advantage. They trail it by 13 with the ball. 4:37 to go in the third. Splitters will bring Emily Griffith into the front court. Griffith will cross the timeline between the rings, dribble to her right-hand side. Inside of the arc, as she now gives it out to Duggins, top of the key. Ball fakes, Duggins dribbles to the left block, chucks it out to the left corner, and Profit throws it back to Duggins in the left corner after a couple dribbles. Duggins dribbling to her right, lobs it inside. Gear with a deflection, she picks it up and then draws a foul. Good defense by Gear, good deflection, and the foul will go on Duggins. It'll be her first, and just the first whistle after the break on LMU here in this contest. 4:12 to go in the third. CN looking to get the offense flowing here, leading it by 13. Price into the front court for the Lady Eagles. Will throw it to Harville, top of the key. Now left wing, Griffin dumps it inside for Gear. Can't get an initial catch. Throws it through the hands of DeBose out to Harville at the free throw line, saving it on the baseline. Now Weichel, baseball pass over to the right wing, Griffin dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it out. Weichel, left wing, three-pointers up there. That's too strong. How about Price soaring through the air with the offensive glass? Emily Griffith gets her hand on it, and it's Carson-Newman basketball as CN able to reset the shot clock here with 3:46 to go in the third. So after their highest scoring second quarter of the year, Carson-Newman struggling here in the third. Harville, left wing, dribbles to her right, flings it back. Price, left corner. She's left all alone and rains in a three-pointer. She's into double figures now with 10 points. She also has 8 boards and 4 assists. 60-44, CN on top, 3.5 to go. Right corner. Shot up, great, but does draw a foul on Harville. Her first personal foul, and now over the limit. To this 3:28 in the third. Profit to get to the line, shoots it at 96% on the year. LMU won line this season, and Profit then puts the shot up there and puts it in with a little bit of help from the rim. 60-4, Carson-Newman's lead with 3 to go in the third. One more attempt here from Profit. Profit bends her knees, puts the right-hand shot up there, front of the rim, backboard, gets a little bit of help again from the rim before it drops in. 60-46, Carson-Newman's lead, 3.5 to go in the third. Price with it for Carson-Newman in the front court. Throws over to Gear, left point. Griffin, left wing, inside for Harville. She's double-teamed, cross-court pass, right wing, and Price. Off of the screen, stops at the free throw line, gives it to Weichel, left wing. Back to Price between the rings. Dribbles to her right, jumps into the air, tries to kick it back out. Ball's poked around, is picked up by Duggins between the rings in the backcourt. She sprints to the right block. Weichel got a piece of it and swipes it out of bounds. Pretty good job by Weichel there defensively. LMU shooting 50% from the floor here in the quarter as Addison Bird will check in for Carson-Newman and replace Griffin. 3:04 left in the third, and CN's 16-point halftime lead is at 14 here at 60-46. Rachel Griffith on the baseline to fire it in. Looking for some help as she now finds DeBose in the right corner. DeBose looking for some help, bounces it for a cutting Emily Griffith, who misses the shot. Harris Price with the rebound, and the ball pings out of bounds. They say it's last touch by Price. Price closing in on a double-double, however. It would be her first career double-double, as that was her 9th. Price has knocked on the door a couple times. She's never had a career 10-plus rebound effort either. Inbound on the baseline from Griffith. Emily looking for her sister Rachel and finds her in the left corner. She chucks up a three-pointer, rains it in, all chords, and the lead is now down to 11 at 60-49 with 2:50 to go in the third. LMU starting to connect. Bird left point for CN in the front court. Gives it to Weichel right point. Now Price right wing. Cross-court pass and Gear. Gear dribbles to her left-hand side. Puts a shot up. It's blocked by DeBose and is picked up by Profit. LMU with the basketball coming left to right. Profit dribbling. Has it poked out of her hands by Weichel, but it's picked up by Emily Griffith. She misses the shot attempt. DeBose an offensive rebound. Kicks it out for Rachel Griffith, three-pointer. That's too strong. And the rebound to Gear. Gives it for Weichel, and here comes CN with 2:20 to go in the third, leading it by just 11. Weichel stopping at the top of the key. Flicks it over to the right wing and Price, and she travels the basketball. She missed the three-pointer anyway as she was wide open. Carson-Newman turning it over for the sixth time here in the quarter. And after it looked like things had been getting back in line, (60-49), 2:10 to go here in the third. LMU basketball trying to get it to single digits for the first time in over a quarter. Duggins from the left point pulls the trigger on a three and knocks it in. Carson-Newman's lead is down to 8. It's been cut in half from the halftime score. 2 minutes to go in the third. 60-52, CN on top. Kayla Marisites back into the game. Gets it left wing for CN. Gives it to Weichel right point. Off of the screen. Pull up jump shot. Tried to bank it in. Missed it too strong. Rebound tapped into DeBose's hands. She gives it for Rachel Griffith. Chucks it in the front court and Emily. Emily crosses over. Pulls up for a jump shot. Missed it short left. And a foul will be whistled underneath. And this will go on DeBose. And Carson-Newman will get the basketball as DeBose has picked up her second personal foul. LMU's been called for just a total of 7 fouls in this game. Weichel's out. Griffin is in for CN. This is a 7-0 run for LMU to cut the deficit to 60-51 as Carson-Newman hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes. 1:30 to go in the third. Price, top of the key, gets a double screen to her left, hesitating, throwing it to Bird, top of the key, now inside Pierce. Dribbles, puts a left-hand shot up, it's no good. Rebound in Emily Griffith's hands. She lobs it forward for Rachel. Rachel to the right block, puts a right-hand shot up, it's too strong. Loose ball, Bird and Duggins with their hands on it. It'll be a jump ball. And the possession arrow this time favors LMU. Carson-Newman, after scorching the cords in the first half, shooting it at 64%, is 4 of 12 from the floor here in the quarter. Inbound to Emily Griffith, right corner. She dribbles to her left against Price, puts a right-hand shot up, left it short, gets her own miss, puts it back up and draws a foul. And she'll get to the free throw line. Whistle on Bird, and she has picked up her fourth. And LMU on a late surge here in the third, and Carson-Newman just hasn't been able to put the pedal to the metal. Free throws here for Emily Griffith. First shot up, and she missed it. Got the front of the rim, and it hopped off the left-hand side of the cords. (60-52) is what it says up on the scoreboard. Stats say 60-51. Second shot is up there. That one goes through. It's now an 8-0 run. It's a 7-point game. And now the officials will stop. So it's 60-53, and this is a 9-0 run here for LMU with a minute to go in the third. Carson-Newman lackadaisical out of the locker room. Price in the right corner, dribbling to her left-hand side. Price gets down the lane, little left-hand shot, left it short. DeBose with a rebound, gives it over for Emily Griffith, and here comes LMU. Carson-Newman hasn't scored in nearly 3 minutes. Inside, a cutter. DeBose has it slide through her hands. Profit picks it up and banks in a layup. This is a 11-0 LMU run, and it's a 5-point game. Inexcusable for CN to be in this spot. Half minute to go. 5-second differential, shots a game clock. Kayla Marisites left wing, now Pierce top of the key. Over to Price right wing. Price over to Griffin left point. Griffin crossing over right to left, gets down the left side of the lane, has it poked out of her hands, picks it back up with a dribble, dribbles to the right corner, jump shots up there, and that goes in. So that halts that run and makes it a 7-point game with 8 seconds left in the third. 62-55, CN on top. Emily Griffith the other way, right elbow jump shot, missed it short. Griffin with a rebound for CN. That's how the quarter comes to a close. Not a great quarter for Carson-Newman, but they do lead it by 7, and will have a chance to try to extend this one to start off the fourth quarter. Carson-Newman leads this ball game 62-55. Does LMU keep the track going here and cut back into this deficit? 62-55. Carson-Newman on top. Here's we step out for a break on the Eagle Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th, the Maryland National Guard. and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Back here inside of Holt Fieldhouse, and Carson-Newman is leading by just 7. They had a 16-point halftime lead, and it's just a 7-point game now here at 62-55. CN ball here out of the break. It's Marisites top of the key. Throws it inside for Pierce. One power dribble. Throws it out Smith. Right wing. Three-pointers too strong. And the rebound to DeBose on the right elbow. Good look for Smith, but she has not shot the ball well in sack games. 20% from deep this season. LMU ball down by 7. 9:36 to go in the game. Emily Griffith, right wing. Throws it to the top of the key. Duggins and pulled the trigger on a three-pointer. Misses it badly. And Griffin there for the rebound for CN on the right block. Carson-Newman coming right to left. Half a minute into the fourth, leading at 62-55. Griffin accelerates to the right block, missed the layup. Rebound is in and out of the hands of Marisites, and DeBose will be called for her third personal foul. Marisites had the basketball, but DeBose over her back called for the foul. 62-55. Carson-Newman leads, 9:17 to go. Price on the baseline, gives it out to Smith, left corner. Smith dribbles to her right-hand side, gives it to Griffin, left point. Now inside Pierce. Pierce inside the painted area, throws it out. Price, right wing. 20 on the shot clock as she resets and gives it to the left point, Griffin. Griffin, one dribble, throws it to Smith, right point. Now Price, right wing, inside Pierce. One power dribble, kicks it out. Smith, top of the key. Wide open look at a three. Missed it strong. Offensive rebound, Pierce, but she's called for the foul. She pushed off against DeBose. Well, if you're Carson-Newman, you've gotten great looks, and you're just not making them. 2 wide open looks for Smith, and she misses both of them from three-point range. And as I mentioned, that shooting and sack games this year from deep, she is now 6 of 30 from long range and sack games on the season. 62-55. See it on top, 8:50 to go in the game. Emily Griffith to the front court, hands off Rachel. Now she'll give it to Newsom. Newsom dribbling to her right. Discards Marisites and throws it back out. Profit top of the key. Inside it goes to Bo. She squares up against Pierce. Kicks it back out. Top of the key, Rachel. Now over left wing and Emily. Inside for DeBose. One dribble. Steps up. Puts a right-hand shot up. And tickles the twine. 62-57 with 8.5 to go in the game. Carson-Newman ball leading by just 5. 8:24 to go. Smith dribble handoff and Griffin left point. She dribbles to her right-hand side. Kicks it out. Price. Price off of a screen. Thought about a three. Crosses over left to right. Little drop step up and under. Gets a little English. Had some side spin on it. And was able to fling it in with a little help from the left side of the rim. 64-57. CN on top. 2 minutes into the fourth. 8 to go in the game. Into the front court comes Rachel Griffith. She hands off and Profit. Profit right to left crossover. Stops at the left elbow. Puts a right-hand shot up. It's too strong. Rebound poked right back to Profit. She puts a shot up. Blocked by Pierce. Rebound to DeBose. Kicks it out and Rachel Griffith, left wing. Now out to Emily. Emily dribbles to the free throw line and draws a foul on the floor. It'll go on Tori Griffin, who picks up her third and the team's second. CN wanted an offensive foul, didn't get one. LMU, despite shooting 35% from the floor here in the second half, has pulled within 7. They've been as close as 5 here in the second, after trailing by 16 in the first half. Rachel Griffith throws it into Emily. Emily dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it out right corner, and Profit, and she buries a three-pointer. 64-60 with 7.5 to go in the ball game. LMU surging. They've made 4 of 6 from deep here in the half. Smith on the right wing, right to left crossover, backs things out and gives it to Kayla Marisites right wing, inside to Pierce. Backs down and travels with it. And every time Pierce touches the ball, you either are getting a layup or a turnover. She's turned it over now 6 times in the game. 64-60 with 7:17 left. And LMU can make it a one-possession game on this. Time down the floor. Emily Griffith into the front court for LMU, trailing at 64-60. Carson-Newman has scored 14 points in the second half. Emily Griffith, right point. Dribbling the rock, crossing over right to left, cross back over left, right. Pulls up for a jump shot and puts it in. 64-62. This is out of nowhere. CN has been unable to maintain the intensity here in the second half. Price dribble handoff Smith. Smith crossing over at the top of the key. Hands off Kayla Marasite. She dribbles to the right elbow and an offensive foul. Just going nowhere with the ball. Jumping into the air and running over a defender, and now LMU has a chance to either tie or take the lead on this possession. This game, Carson-Newman led it 60-44. Since that point, it is an 18-4 run for LMU to pull within a deuce. LMU ball down by 2. 6:38 to go in the game. Emily Griffith between the rings will set some things up here for LMU. Gives it to Profit, left point. Profit gets a screen to her left, doesn't use it. Now gives it out, top of the key, Newsom. Newsom dribbles down the left side of the lane, left-hand layup, left it short. Bird taps it, and Marasites comes away with it for Carson-Newman. 6:20 to go in the game. Marasites to the front court. She dribbles down the left side of the lane, throws it out, Gear left corner. Gear dribbles to her right, hands off Price. Price dribbling to her left-hand side, looks to her right, now dribbles to the right block, puts a right-hand shot off the glass, missed it too strong, rebound poked away, and Price there for the rebound. A double-double for the first time in her career, 12 points, 10 boards. She kicks it to Smith, right wing, back to Price. 5 on the shot clock. Price steps back, throws it over to Smith. Smith, one dribble, now pulls up, and a traveling violation. She airballed the jumper, and Carson-Newman continues to turn the ball over 9 times in the second half. LMU on an 18-4 surge since Carson-Newman led it 60-44. And that was way back when. Back with 3:41 to go in the third quarter. LMU with a basketball, trailing by 2, 5:45 to go. Right corner, Rachel Griffith with the ball. Rachel off of a screen to her left, throws it to the top of the key, Profit. Three-pointer up there, that's too strong. Offensive rebound, Newsom dribbles to the left block, left hand too strong. Gear with a good box out on the right block, collects the board, throws it forward for Smith. Near left sideline in the front court, dribbles to the left wing, gives it back out, Gear. Over to the right point, and Price. Price with the basketball, and CN leading at 64-62, 5:20 to go here in the contest. Hands off Smith. Smith to Marasites, back to Price. Price dribbling to her left-hand side, dribbles to the left wing. Gives it back out, Kayla Marasites. Kayla dribbling, circulating, putting a shot up, puts it in, and she draws the foul. Kayla Marasites somehow able to put it in, and she draws the foul on Profit. Her first and the team's second. Carson-Newman was 3 of its last 14 from the floor in that stretch. Free throw for Marasites here. Seeing just 1 of 2 at the line, and she puts this one home. And Mike Mincy calls for timeout with a 5-point lead in hand. With 5:06 to go in the game, Mincy calls for time. It's 67-62. 5:06 to go in the ball game. Carson-Newman on top. LMU surging, however, as we step out for a break. Come back for the stretch run and see if CN can get its first series sweep of LMU in 7 years. That's next on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, this is Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Turner. When you come to Carson-Newman for a game, there's only one place to eat, Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's Country Kitchen has the best food for the best prices. I can tell you, after eating here for nearly 15 years, Lisa's is the most family-friendly restaurant in the Lakeway area. Stop by and tell Lisa I sent you, and go Eagles.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Best tailgate? It's gotta be burgers. And an ice cold Coke.
Real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Chicken subs.
Nah, hot dog.
No, Dodger dog.
I'll drink to that. Pass me a Coke. It's gotta be crawfish. Mac and cheese.
No. 7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
An ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day? Race day.
Calls for Coke.
You know it.
It's Tailgate 101.
Oh, Carson-Newman has made this one far more interesting than the home fans, and I'm sure Mike Mincy would have liked. It was a 16-point lead at halftime. They led by as many as 19, and it's just a 5-point game with 5:06 to go. No more media timeouts. LMU basketball coming left to right. Emily Griffith to the front court. Her and Lindsey Profit have carried the load in this game, as well as Rachel Griffith. Near right sideline, Emily with it. Gives it out top. Profit. Thought about a three. Dribbles to her left. Pulls up for a jump shot and cans it. Lindsey Profit, averaging 6 points per game, has 14 and is 5 of 7 from the floor. Addison Bird, top of the key. Gives it over to Kayla Marisites, left wing for CN. Now Smith in a 3-point game, 67-64. Bird dribbling to the free throw line, throwing it out Price. Now inside, Kayla Marisites gives it back out Gear. Gear gives it to Price, top of the key. Price dribbling to the left elbow. 7 on the shot clock as it comes to the left corner, and Smith inside and Gear. Drop step, puts a shot up. It's blocked by DeBose, but a foul is whistled, and LMU's fans don't like that call. But it will go on DeBose, and it'll be her 4th personal foul. Crystal Evans is outside of the coach's box, and the official will walk her back to the coach's box. Chandler Gear is just 3 of 8 at the line this year. 4:20 to go in the game. First free throw's up there. She does put this one in. Looked pretty good on the way through. 68-64 with 4:20 left. Gear to get one more. Gear spins the basketball, throws it up there, puts it in. 2 pretty good looking foul shots for Gear. And it is a 69-64 game with 4:18 left. LMU ball. Emily Griffith across the timeline in a 5-point affair. Can CN just get a stop here in a critical situation? Emily Griffith on the right wing, gives it to the top of the key, Newsom. Newsom dribbles to her left, throws it to the corner, and Rachel Griffith, 3-pointer. That one's halfway down and out. And an offensive rebound to DeBose. She took it out of the hands of Gear and puts it back up and in. Gear just couldn't secure the glass. CN wanted an over-the-back call, didn't get one. 69-66, Carson-Newman on top. Smith, top of the key for CN in the front court. Gives it to Price. Price off of the screen. Dribbles to the left elbow. Backs it out to the left wing. Throws it to Kayla Marisites, top of the key. She accelerates down the right side lane. Throws it out right corner. Bird. Ball fakes. Dribbles to the top of the key. Throws it out. Gear. Dribbles to the left block. Puts in a left-hand layup as she beat DeBose to the basket. Chandler Gear with a clutch bucket again after she made 2 foul shots. 71-66. 3:25 to go in the 4th. LMU basketball into the front court. Chance of defense here inside of a pretty packed Holt Fieldhouse. Emily Griffith, right point. Will set up the offense with 15 on the shot clock. Dribbles to her right, accelerates to the right block, and Smith there to poke it out of her hands into the front row of the seats. Deja Maxwell is in, Newsom is out, and Sydney Pierce comes back in for Carson-Newman. Pierce with 10 points, but 6 turnovers, 6 of the team's 17. 71-66, CN on top, 3:09 to go. Inbound to Emily Griffith, right point. She dribbles off of the screen to the free throw line. 2 passes to the corner, and her sister Rachel. Rachel dribbling to the free throw line, bounces it out. Emily Griffith, 3 on the shot clock. Griffith pulls up for a free throw line, jump shot. It's an air ball and a shot clock violation. Clutch defending from CN with 2:56 left. Tori Griffin is in, Addison Bird is out. And now for the Lady Eagles, can you get a big bucket here offensively? Griffin to inbound it, throws it out of bounds. She just chucked it over the head of Price. And Carson-Newman has turned it over 10 times in the second half. LMU has just 3 after they gave it away 11 times in the second quarter alone. Profit to inbound in a 5-point game with 2:56 to go. LMU down with the ball. Maxwell catches it in the right corner. Maxwell dribbles to the top of the key, gives it over to Rachel Griffith. She accelerates to the right side lane. Has her shot stuffed by Pierce. Griffith grows to the deck. Smith ahead to Price. To the right block. Right-hand layup off the glass and in. Put a star next to that one. A huge block from Pierce on one end and a leaker and Price for a layup at the other. 73-66, CN on top, 2:30 to go. LMU with the ball. Griffith to the free throw line. Little runners off the rim. Rebound to Pierce under the bucket. She hands off Price. CN ball with 2:20 left. Carson-Newman hasn't shot the ball well in the second half, but they've made their last 3. Shooting just 41% here in the second half. Dribble handoff Smith. Smith circulating it around the perimeter to Griffin. Now Price. Price crossing over at the top of the key. Accelerates to her left with 2:05 to go. Gives it to Kayla Marisites. She crosses over in the lane, jumps it, and flips it over to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Backs it out Marisites, right point. Three-pointer's up. She splashes it. Potential dagger there for Kayla Marisites. And it's a 10-point game with 1:50 left. 76-66, LMU ball. Griffith into the front court. They have 3 timeouts left should they need them with 1:40 left. Griffith off of the screen to her left to the free throw line, and a foul will be whistled on Smith trying to get over the screen. She picks up her 4th. It's just the team's 4th, so no foul shots quite yet with 1:39 to play in the game. 76-66. Inbound on the baseline from Profit. She throws it towards the top of the key, and luckily for LMU, it's Emily Griffith picking it up near midcourt as she went against Price, backed it into the backcourt. Now gives it for Rachel, who dribbles to the right block, spins to the lane, misses a right-hand layup, but draws the foul. And the foul goes on Sydney Pierce, who picks up her 3rd. And now Rachel Griffith will go to the free throw line. So this is a 7-0 Carson-Newman run to get it to 76-66. Shot from Griffith is in. She gets one more in a 9-point game with 1:29 to go. 76-67. 2 timeouts left for CN. Rachel Griffith puts the shot up there, puts this one in. It's an 8-point game. 76-68 with 90 seconds to go. Inbound to Griffin, and she'll dribble across the timeline, have it tapped out of her hands by Maxwell, but Kayla Marisites there to save the day. Gives it out to the top of the key, and Smith, 1:19 to go, 20 on the shot clock, 76-68. Carson-Newman on top. 13 on the shot clock. Price dribbling off of a couple screens. Bounces it inside for Pierce. She drop steps, misses the layup, gets it back, puts it back up, and Maxwell has it taken out of her hands. Maxwell throws it for Emily Griffith. Now to the corner, and Rachel, and she throws it out of bounds. She had her open, just threw it shy of her inside of the arc when it should have went outside of the arc. No field goals for LMU in the last 3 minutes. 58.1 to go, 76-68. Carson-Newman on top. And down from Kayla, Marisites gives it to Price, who catches it in this near left sideline. Price dribbling towards the top of the key, now, or towards midcourt, and giving it to Kayla Marisites. She dribbles to the left wing, gives it to Griffin, left corner. She'll back things out now as it was taken out of her hands, but a foul will be whistled on Maxwell. It's just the team's 4th, so no foul shots yet, with 46.5 seconds left. So a late surge here from Carson-Newman, despite the fact that they have scored fewer points in the second half than they did in all of the second quarter. 8-point lead, however, for CN. Price catches between the rings with 43 seconds left. LMU's got a foul, and they're not doing so right now. Price will split a double team, will circulate around Harlem Globetrotter style. Still no foul from LMU. They let 13 seconds go off the clock, and they finally blew the whistle as Rachel Griffith commits her 1st. That's something the coaches were yelling at. The players were just unaware of that. 8-point game, and now Price to the line. 89% foul shooter on the year. Puts the first one in and gets one more with a 77-68 lead and 33.1 to go. Price to get another opportunity here. Spins the basketball, puts it up, and misses it. That is just her 6th miss in the final 4 minutes of games this season, an 85% foul shooter in the final 4 minutes. Misses another one here down the stretch. Timeout LMU with 33.1 to go in a 9-point game at 77-68. Gives us a chance to remind you that the Cade Insurance Agency is one of the oldest and most experienced in the Lakeway region. Visit CadeInsuranceAgency.com or call 865-475-3391 for a quote today. This was a 69-66 basketball game with 3:58 to go. It was a 3-point game. Then Carson-Newman rattled off 7 consecutive points in exactly 2 minutes. And Carson-Newman was able to use that. LMU has not made a field goal in the last 3:25. They're shooting 36% from the floor here in the quarter. CN leads at 77-68, 33.1 left. Inbound from Rachel Griffith near right sideline. Griffith to throw it in, looking for some help, picking out Profit, and Price steps up and takes it out of her hands. Dribbles to the left block, scoops to the left-hand layup, and the All-American comes up with what will be the finishing touches of a Carson-Newman win. 79-68, 25 seconds left. Griffith into the front court. Emily Throws it back out, Profit. Profit right point, steps into a three-pointer and connects from deep. And it's an 8-point game at 79-71. Mike Mincy calls for time with 16.9 to go in the game. That snaps a 3.5-minute field goal drought for the Splitters. Carson-Newman led this game by as many as 19 in the first half. They led by 16 at halftime. And they are shooting 54% from the floor in this game, but 6 turnovers in the third quarter. And being outscored by 9 in the third made this game too close for Mike Mincy's comfort. But with an 8-point lead in hand, it'll come down to just making free throws and draining the rest of this 16.9 seconds. Carson-Newman -9 on the glass. They've given up 16 offensive rebounds, and that has led to 13 second chance points. But Carson-Newman has forced a bevy of turnovers, leading to 32 points off of those giveaways. Kayla Marisites inbound in the front court, gives it to Price. Price between the rings will be double teamed. Price will step away from her and draw a foul as she was dribbling to her left-hand side. Whistle it on Profit, her second. And foul shots here for Price. First career double-double for Price, 17 points, 10 boards for Harris. Price at the line with 12.7 left. Right-hand foul shot is up there. It is in. She'll get one more, 18 points for her, a team high. Kayla Marisites won't have a double-double, just 5 rebounds in this one. Second one from Price is in. She's got 19. And with 12.7 left, it's a 10-point game at 81-71 as Crystal Evans calls for time. It's a full timeout and gives us a chance to remind you that basketball has a new tradition. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Real Coca-Cola taste with 0 sugar and 0 calories. So when it's game time, be sure to grab some ice-cold Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Taste the feeling. Carson-Newman shooting 54% in the game. And this is a conversation that Mike Mincy and I were having yesterday. When the Lady Eagles score at least 80 in a basketball game in Mike Mincy's tenure, they are 72-6 when they score at least 80 in a game. So that threshold has been critical, albeit one of those losses, and the only loss the program has had in Mike Mincy's tenure when they score at least 90, came in a 102-99 loss in overtime to LMU here 2 years ago. But when they score 80, it's almost assuredly you can chalk up a victory. You look at their last few losses, had they scored just 75, they would have went to the Final Four. They would have beaten LMU. They would have beaten Wingate. They would have had all sorts of wins on their ledger. Inbound from Rachel Griffith near right sideline. Gives it to Emily, top of the key. Emily will dribble to the left-hand side off of a screen, dump it inside, and a little right-hand shot is too strong from Shamara Quarles. And the rebound to Bree Smith, and that's how the game will close. Carson-Newman has swept LMU for the first time in 7 seasons. Lady Eagles come out with an 81-71 victory. CN able to hold on after LMU had pulled within a single possession on 3 consecutive trips down the floor. Carson-Newman shoots 54% in the game, and they've won 3 consecutive over the Splitters as CN takes it 81-71 here at Holt Fieldhouse. Domino's post-game report will give you a full wrap-up of this one. Stats, AEC electrifying play of the game, and much more as Carson-Newman wins it 81-71 behind a double-double for the first time in her career from Harris Price, and Carson-Newman getting a balanced effort in this contest. CN wins it 81-71. Back with the Domino's post-game report next on the Eagle Sports Network.